Hi, I am the Robo Critic. Today I will be talking about the mark of the beast. There is definitely a lot going on these days regarding this topic, and some really good videos on YouTube. Check the link below for more information on this subject. It's by the YouTube user named Raw News. It's called Warning: the Mark of the Beast will be mandatory by 2017. If you haven't noticed, a lot of the music, movies, and the entertainment industry in general has a lot of programming, brainwashing, trickery, and mind control techniques in order to try to poison your mind with a lot of satanic imagery and ideas. It used to be where you would find a lot of it in the heavy metal bands and music, but now it's in all the music genres. That's why you see all the top musicians and entertainers always giving out these types of hand gestures, and their videos are filled with a constant barrage of Illuminati signs, symbols and branding. Now a lot of their live performances are using witchcraft, magical spells, and rituals performed right out in the open. We have all seen the artist puppets, who have basically sold their souls in order to get to where they are at today. For example, here are the names of some of them: Beyonce, Madonna, Eminem, Lady Gaga, Jay-Z, Bowie, Miley Cyrus, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Rihanna, Britney, Katy Perry, Kesha, and the list goes on and on. These days you will also see a lot of articles and commercials promoting microchipping technology and wearable electronic tattoos. They first introduced the implantable chips by trying to get people to chip their pets by suggesting that people should chip their dog or cat, and the benefits of doing this would be that if they got lost or ran away, they would be able to quickly locate their pet's location. Then a few years later they started talking about that it would be an even better idea for people to get their children chipped in case they get kidnapped or lost. I guess that old people were next on their list in this type of propaganda and scheme in order to try to push this wicked, whacked out satanic agenda of control. Now they are bringing up the idea that all people should be chipped so that they could use these types of technology as new forms of identification. They are trying to convince people that by having this, that it would make everything so much easier for them, and they would no longer have to worry about having keys or losing their identifications. Blah, blah, blah. Tagging people with identifying information is rapidly being researched and developed, and many of them are being strongly advocated by government and commercial groups as methods for identifying humans or animals. In other words, they are constantly pushing these ideas, and I do mean all the time. This seems to be their final plan and method in order to be able to track and control everyone. I think that this creepy, sneaky, and insane idea also falls into line with the power-hungry one world order globalists' plans to have a one world government and religion. Robert Mueller, the former Assistant Secretary General at the UN, said that they have brought the world together as far as they can politically, and in order for them to bring about a true world government, the world must be brought together spiritually. He said that what they needed is a United Nations of religions. He knows that the ultimate goal of internationalists around the globe is to have a totally implemented world governing system and an organization designed to supersede any national government and demand that all nations surrender their sovereignty and submit to international laws and regulation. The advent of computer technology, the development of what is called EFT, or the electronic funds transfer, the rise of the internet, the quick construction of a cashless society, the invention of smart cards, the growing need for personal identification, the use of biometrics, and widespread surveillance and tracking by radio frequency identification RFID chips, or smart tattoos, are all leading us toward the prophesied economic system of the Antichrist and the final mark of the beast. Speaking of surveillance, have you noticed that cameras are everywhere, and the skies are filled with drones? They are saying that the number of drones may hit 30,000 by the year 2020. Let's get back to the mark of the beast. The Greek word for mark, charagma, means a stamp or an imprinted mark or a mark providing undeniable identification and a symbol giving irrefutable connection between parties. During the Roman era, the charagma was a seal stamped with the name and date of the emperor, and it was attached to documents. The charagma represented the likeness or name of the emperor. It was also a brand. During the Roman era, slaves were branded with marks of ownership, just like cattle is today. Religious tattooing was also common. The mark of the beast that will be either placed in the right hand or in the forehead is thus a seal of ownership, and those who get the final mark are branding themselves and showing their allegiance to the beast system, while at the same time signifying their absolute rebellion against God. The electronic cashless society will become the rationale for creating the final mark. the need for secure and accurate identification will be the force that causes to move the world toward the ultimate implantable chip, digital mark, or tattoo. There is little doubt that everything that is happening in this generation on the technological, economic, and financial fronts are pointing toward the soon rise of the Antichrist system of electronic commerce and surveillance. When the Antichrist is finally revealed and comes to power, the people of the New World Order will be ready for a radical transformation in society, and a change that will include the total elimination of cash and the sworn allegiance of every person to the global empire. The Antichrist will then issue a strict edict for everyone to obtain the final mark. This event will be the ultimate turning point for the entire world. Anyone daring to refuse the mark will be cut off from society, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, in order for them to get these things to take place, they are using many different types of fear tactics, false information, and mind control, which is being used a lot these days. As soon as you realize this, you will start to notice exactly what they are trying to do. It's obvious that this system is almost in place, and the signs of it are all around us. Some will accept it, or have already accepted it, and people who know better and what's really going on will expose and reject it. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. Don't forget to subscribe and also leave some cool comments. I would like to hear your opinions. Until next time, this is the Robo Critic signing off. Take care.